Food gives joy, so hence I called my restaurant Jubilee. This is something I wrote down a long time ago, that I was gonna name my first place Jubilee. The by Yaadie in St. Croix came eventually, but like I said, Jubilee means joy and food is joy. The food at Jubilee and just the food from my hands is something I create with love. I don't cook if I'm in a bad mood, because the energy transfer, and I strongly believe in that. And even just starting to cook my food, everything is from scratch. Like, you can buy the garlic in the jar. No, every time I cook in something, I blend green seasoning and I smash in every garlic individually, because you have to be intentional for people to enjoy it. And so I want full joy. So that's what Jubilee and my food is. My food comes with my personality, and I think I am easy to get along with. So then that would make it easy for my food and me to integrate into the community. I've been here 6 years now, and I think people are really amazed by the scotchy mushroom dish that I made. So I would say it's a mixture of an ital stew, but not really. So it's totally vegan, and I incorporate rice and peas as the base, but I make it with mushrooms, scotch bonnet pepper, quinoa, and a coconut sauce that I make from scratch, and it just blows everybody's mind every time. The mixture of flavors that just come together, it just, yay. I started this restaurant because I always wanted to open a restaurant, and I did it with everything inside of me. And in the midst of that, there was loss. My mom and my grandma died within 2 months apart last year, and I still kept going despite financial constraints and the whole works. And so now, a year and a half later, I've had the space for 2 years, but a year and a half later, and the restaurant being open, I'm exhausted mentally, emotionally, and I keep saying it, my soul is tired. Like, I took on too much. I thought I was a superhero, but we're not superheroes. I'm amazing, yes, but I'm not a superhero. So I decided I'm not going to renew my lease, and I'm closing the space that I created. That's Jubilee. Last Easter, King Street, then dig up the road. Now I full Jamaican. Them dig up the road in front of the restaurant and leave a mountain of dirt the whole Easter weekend. Then there's a pothole there for the longest, like you could swim in this pothole. So everybody stopped driving through town. The restaurant opened December. We're doing great. December through March. April, we were here, and it just went, because then everybody took the bypass. You couldn't drive through town because that pothole was so bad. It was crazy. Then Wapa with the light cut off sometime after throw food. Yeah, just to name one of the two things. Grief. I mean, I wasn't home when my grandma got sick. It was such a short and quick thing, and I didn't get a chance to go home, which I still struggle with right now. And the year before that, I went home in 2023, and she was still around, and I broke down crying to her. I'm like, Grandma, every time I come home, somebody gone. And I was hugging her, not knowing that a year later, the next time, is she gone? So, yeah. 2 months later, my mother died. And I'm like, okay. I don't know how I kept working. It's the grace of God, but yeah. The other day I wrote something on Facebook that says, I have the strength to keep going, but I also have the strength to pause. So the yes, because I need to keep myself intact, and the no, because I'm letting something go for a moment, but I always cook, so there's always vision. And some solid people on my team here at the restaurant that still around, and they'll still be around even when I close the space. And I have some really good friends that they don't have to make no big posts, but if I call or I say, hey, I need a hug, they'll pull up, and that kind of situation. So that helped for sure. And even now, I'm like, I need a hug. They'll come by and give me a hug, or I ranting about something in a text or something like that. Yeah, so some great people are here. Thank you for seeing the vision and wanting to be a part of it, to come in and indulging in something that I thought about in my head and I made it a reality. Not only just the restaurant, just from the lunch delivery or at an event or a brunch pop-up somewhere, brunch on the farm at Seja. Like, it shows that what I'm doing makes sense. People enjoy it. So definitely thank you, and I really appreciate the community just accepting me and my food. Because my brain is just all over the place, there's always some new idea, and I just tired of myself. Like, I should tell myself. They're listening to music, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have this really good idea. I don't share it with nobody, but I just had to write it in my journal, because once I write it down, I make it happen, or whatever the case is. But yeah, there's some things. But right now, I just want to lay down on a beach and do nothing. First of all, I wouldn't say Jubilee is closed, because I'll still keep the name for my catering company and that kind of thing. But I want you to remember the good time you had when you came, and literally the good time you had, because there's something on the brunch menu called the good time. Them banana fritters on the good time. But yeah, just the good time that you had when you came, the drinks, the hospitality, how you felt when you came in the space, because yeah. And just know that when you came in, you're expecting, let me see, Ashley. Sometimes I've had people like, you want to eat or you want me to come talk? Which one is it? I can't do both. And then all the people who came and had like celebrated birthdays and that kind of thing. I hope you keep those pictures in your memories. And I just want you to remember all the good food. I mean, I'm not leaving. I still gonna be here and I go be cooking. But dang, remember the good time. Like I say, you can find me on all socials, Yaadie in St. Croix, Facebook, Instagram. I think I'll keep the Jubilee page for now, and my website is www.yaadieinstcroix.com, and the business phone 340-713-3205. Yes, that's the number. And I still gonna be at the supermarket, so you'll see me there too. Jubilee was great. Like, it's something I thought about, and to manifest something in the hardest time, put it on paper and make it in real life, like, I think that's dope. And I'm proud of myself. Like, it's hard. Like, I cry, I still bawl it, because you want something, but you have to let it go because of whatever the reasons are. So I've been battling with the keeping it, letting it go for so long, and I finally made my mind, and I feel good about my decision. Of course, it's not going to be easy, because it's still something. I'm going to grieve it too, because it's what I know for the last 2 years. And sometimes it's nice to come and see the people just eating the food, and then when I get the plate back, they're clean and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm gonna miss it, but I'm gonna enjoy the break too. Thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart, and my love on the pod. And like I say, I'm not gone. I just taking a moment, and stay tuned for the other things I'm going to do. Like, I have my seasonings. Gonna be working on some products, so you can have my food at home. And eventually, I'll do some more cooking classes, so you can flavor the pot like I do. And yeah.